Hello and welcome to our online annual enrollment. This is a step-by-step instruction video of how to complete all the enrollment process. The first thing you want to do is log into Employee Access IRMA. Use your first name, last name, and then your password. Please note that my password is shorter just for this test example. Once you're signed in, you may see a pop-up blocker. Just hit retry. Now you'll see where it says 2017 Benefit Enroll. This is the first area of a two-part process. First, we're going to go through this area, and then I'll take you to the second process. Please remember there are two. Click on 2017 Benefit Enroll, and when you come to this section, you'll see 6 steps. So there's 6 steps in the first part of the process. The first step is the instruction video. You can click on this link to rewatch the video that you're watching now at any time. We'll go to next and go to the second step. This is where it has the documents for you to review, important information about annual enrollment. Click on that, and it's going to come up with the Delta Dental summary, the health insurance summary. It's going to give you the flexible spending accounts enrollment information, our VIBA HRA plan, which is attached to the high deductible plan, and then also our 403B universal notice. And this is to make sure that all of you know that you're eligible to participate in a 403B plan, and this is just the basic information to get you started. So then you can close out of that one. You can go back and forth to review those at any time. Then we start getting to the more meat of the enrollment. Step 3 is the health insurance information verification. We'll click on that, and you're going to notice that it's pre-populated with your spouse and dependents if you have any of them on your plan. Your name would be up on the top of the screen that you're already enrolled. So if you look through this, your steps are you're going to look at their names, you're going to look at their birth date, you're going to look at their social security number and their gender. If any of that is incorrect, you need to email me at joanne.fieldseth.k12mn.us. Email me with any changes because I want to make sure it gets changed in Preferred 1 as well as anywhere else we have it recorded. So those changes, email me, but double check and make sure it looks right. Then you'll notice that the health insurance all says keep. If you want to keep everybody on the plan, great, you leave it as is. If you want to drop them, you're going to click the arrow and click remove. If you wanted to add someone, you're going to go down to one of the blank lines and put their information in. And we'll just add Penny to their plan right now. Put their birth date in, their social security number, gender, and then add is what we're going to choose for them. New, it's a new. And then if they're your child, and then that last column there is just verifying are they all really eligible. And the definition of eligible dependent is up on the top. You can see in bold it says definition of eligible dependent. You just want to say that yes, they really can be on your plan because they do meet that definition. So you'll say yes in all of those. If they're not eligible, then you put no. And if they aren't eligible, that's why we're removing him. So let's say Paul, for example, could have just turned 26 or just got insurance as of July 1st, so we're taking him off. Then once all those things are correct, you're going to put your name and date at the bottom of the form. And if we scroll back to the top, there's a couple choices. You can either put save, or if you want to print out a copy for yourself, go ahead and save and print. We're just going to click save. And then it's going to do next, and we're going to go to our dental information. Click on that. Again, it shows everybody. Reread their information. If you're keeping them all, that's fantastic, or you want to add, whatever you want to do, you can add that to the screen, but you do need to check that final box again of are they eligible. And for us, we're just going to check all yes for now. Again, verify that information. You're signing and dating the bottom, that is all accurate. And then we go back to the top, and again, you can print or save and print. We'll move to the next one, which is number 5, and that is the flexible spending account information. I do need you to fill this out. This is something that every year you need to fill out again if you're going to choose flexible spending. The healthcare amount has increased by $50 this year, so the max is $2,600. So you enter how much you want for the healthcare flex. If you have dependent care, which is daycare services, and you want to elect that, the max is $5,000. So those areas you can either elect. If you don't want it, you check the waive box, and then you won't have anything in there, and you'd leave it as zeros. Then you'll sign and date the bottom of that form. And remember, all of the flexible benefit information, the details are back in those documents to review, and that'll tell you how to submit claims, general information, what's covered, what isn't covered. That's your resource to have. Hit save. And then we're actually done with these 6 steps of the first part. We're going to hit next. It's going to show you what you've completed. You can always go back and change this information at a later date and update it if you need to before annual enrollment is open. But now we're going to say we have completed the forms, we're done, and we're going to click Finish down on the bottom. Now it pops us back to our main screen where we're going to complete the second area. Remember, 2 parts. You do the online forms, then you've got to actually do your insurance elections. When we click on this, just so you know, this next section is going to have old dates in it under the group date where the arrow's kind of pointing there. Ignore that for now. Again, this is just our test database information. You'll see the current year plans. This is going to show you now your current benefits that you have for this plan year. It shows over on the left-hand side, A6. Everybody might have a little bit different code. There might be TFT, U/T, CUS. Those are just codes for your position that help us in the Skyward system. This particular person is a para. And right now, in the middle of the screen, towards the bottom there, it shows that this person has family dental and family health on the high deductible plan. That should be what your current coverage is. Now, if we look under the words A6, it says open enrollment, and then another A6. We're going to click on that. And that, again, is going to show you what you currently have this year, but now it's asking, what do you want to do about that next year? If you want to keep family dental and your family health insurance on the high deductible plan, this is your choices. All you have to do is click on the right, Submit Coverage Selection to HR. You click that, you're done. All your coverages will go through. It'll remain the same as you have had this past year, no changes. If you want to make changes, however, you're going to either pick the drop coverage or add coverage box. Let's say this person has decided they just have 2 people on their dental plan, so they want to change to 1+1. We're going to hit the drop button and drop their family coverage, and then we're going to click add and go in and change to 1+1. We'll first pick dental and then hit select, and then we'll pick the 1+1 and hit select. You'll notice it comes back to the screen and shows where we dropped family, and now in green shows add dental 1+1. That makes that change. Let's say you also maybe didn't want to have health coverage anymore. So you click on health and drop, and it automatically drops it. So now this person, if I'm looking at their screen, they no longer have health insurance and they have 1+1 dental. If for some reason you come into the screen and there's no choices there, all your coverage you would need to add would be add coverage. If you've never had health or dental, you're going to click add coverage and go there and pick one of the choices. If you want to waive any of your coverages, let's click the add button. And you say, I don't want anything anymore. I'm going to completely waive health, which we kind of chose. We dropped it, but we want to make sure that we make the choice that we are waiving it. We are making this choice for sure. We don't want it. It wasn't an error. I need you to pick one of the waived, either the high deductible or the low deductible waive. Select, and select the waive benefits. And now that's going to confirm it. I won't have to call and say, okay, so you dropped your family health. Did you really mean it? I have to have that you dropped it, but you added a waived. And then that you change your dental to 1+1 in family. We also look at the dollar amounts that are up there. It will show the benefit per month and the deduction per month and your approximate deduction per paycheck. This will be correct for most people unless your contract is going under negotiations this summer. Then that amount won't be accurate until after your contract has been voted on and approved. So most of your amounts will be right, but anybody, again, going through negotiations, that amount won't be correct. If you're all done, everybody's done, you're going to hit Submit Coverage Selections. It's going to pop up saying, are you sure? Which you can certainly say cancel, and you can go back and make any changes that you want. If you're sure, you say OK, and then it'll say it has been sent. Looks great, one more okay, and you are completely done. And now your submit coverage has changed to green, so that shows. However, if you're stuck and you look back and you're like, oh, I made a mistake, you still have the opportunity to go in here and add or drop coverage as long as annual enrollment is open. Thank you for watching the video and for completing your online forms.